What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to take you with me to show you my brand new car and give you a full garage tour. So with that being said, let's jump into it. All right, guys, I'm super excited about this video. I'll be honest, I'm also really maybe even more excited about all of the real estate projects we've got going right now. We have 7 or 8 active projects that I have not shared on the channel that are gonna be a blast, like full on tear down, renovate, start from scratch. It's gonna be fun. Some very, very expensive, very cool renovations. So we're gonna have a lot of those videos coming up. I also briefly want to mention, since this is a car video, that we are doing the CDS Vegas retreat, where we're gonna take you to race exotic cars. We're gonna be with phenomenal speakers, and it's gonna be a blast. So it's 3 days, 2 nights, April 13th through April 15th. And so if you're interested in catching that event, connecting with tons of other phenomenal real estate investors, make sure you click the link down in the description and we can schedule a call, see if you're a good fit. Now, I know you clicked on this video because you want to see the new car, but we are gonna start by taking you on a tour through the garage, and we have to start right here. So if we turn this camera around, as you know, I bought this from Yogi after it was shipped in from Japan, and unfortunately, it only gets brought out on the holidays. We brought it out for Halloween to take the kids trick-or-treating. It's been used for a couple like homecoming parades and other stuff here in town where high school kids have asked me for it. It's been a blast, but this is car number 1. We're gonna take you in here for car number 2. Now, I decided to relay out this garage because my shop is finished, and so it's kind of set up as a his-her setup, and I apologize, it's a little messy. First off, we have the Raptor that unfortunately I left in the other shop while they were painting. So it's got some paint dust, not smart. We have the longboard wall here, and then we have the TRX. A lot of people ask why I have the TRX and the Raptor. The truth is the Raptor was the first truck that I just loved, but my wife Maddie also adored this truck and drove it a lot, and I just had a hard time letting go of it. Just really cool truck, lots of incredible memories. We took this all over the country for door-to-door sales, and so I just can't bring myself to sell it. I think I'll probably hold on to it, and maybe it'll be a high school truck for one of my kids or something. So TRX has been a ton of fun. As you can see, with 5 kids and just adding another one, we have a ton of bikes, and we were running out of garage space. So also, if you look here, these are a little teaser about the car. These are some extra parts that came with the new car we just bought. So we might show you those a little bit later. But our garage was getting full. This is the his side. This is the her side. So this is my wife's Suburban, which we just got cleaned up. So it looks a little nicer than the other cars. Oh, and my wife is gone. We also have a Jeep that we usually park right here. So that's a rundown on these cars. And now I think it's time to show the brand new car. Now, before we show you the car that I just purchased, I want to make a couple things clear. I said I was maybe going to take a break from driving cars, or not driving cars, from purchasing cars. However, I think I just have kind of fallen in love with the exact combination of vehicles that I want. And so I'm kind of going to share with you why we walked to show you these cars, what that progression has been and why we landed where we did, and also briefly talk about the other cars that we've owned that helped us get here. So let's go outside. First car that really got me into it, and you guys are gonna laugh at me, but it was the Tesla. Model 3, actually. It was the first fast car I ever owned. I'd done well in sales. Elon was on the rise, and I went and bought a Model 3, even though I already had my truck and my wife had her Lexus. After that, I realized fast cars are fun, and I saw that Stradman was selling the new C8 right when it had come out, the purple one. So we went and bought that, and that is where everything changed. That car was just phenomenal. From the C8, that then led me to go and buy the Ferrari, which we'll show some here. The Ferrari got me super excited, and then I kind of lost my mind and I bought the GT3, and then I ended up buying the Lamborghini. And during that time, out of all the cars, driving experience wise, the thing that I was most excited about was that GT3. However, I had put it on order the same time that the Lamborghini became available. And so I had someone offer me $15,000 above what I paid for it. And so I let it go, and that just killed me. Oh, the other car I forgot, I also had bought the Taycan. And with my experience with the GT3 and the Taycan, I I really just fell in love with Porsches. At that same time, my dad got a Panamera. We then ended up buying an older blue 911 that was so fun because it was stick shift. And I kind of just fell in love with Porsches. And I know people make fun of Porsche people because once you love Porsches, you just don't really go anywhere else. And so not to say any of those other cars weren't fun, but a little bit of a teaser. I have just loved driving my Porsches, and I wanted a different driving experience from each one of the cars. And so that's what then led me to go and buy the Turbo S, which was the last car. And I think now we've covered every one of the cars. And so it's time to share with you this one. All right, guys, say hello to my new 1976 Porsche 911 S Targa. So the biggest reason I bought this car, I wanted something that I could take the top off. I wanted it to be a Porsche, and I wanted more of an analog stick shift experience. And so I was looking, and lucky for me, there's a guy here in town that is a Porsche fanatic. Hopefully he's okay with me showing this picture of his shop. It is absolutely incredible. And Matthew takes Porsche obsession to another level. And he had this listed. I went over and he has been just wild. He details cars for a living. And he is very particular about the cars that he picks to purchase and the work that he chooses to do on them. And this is a hot rod, to say the least. Pretty much everything has been replaced, upgraded, tweaked, so that it yields top performance, even though it's a 1976 car. And so I'm just gonna read all that he's done because there's no way I would be able to remember it all. So first off, it's a Porsche 3.0 hot rod engine built, not the stock 2.7 engine. It has over $40,000 of receipts on everything that was done with the engine, transmission, suspension, all of that. It's the russet red. It was completely repainted. Has a rebuilt transmission with the Wolfsburg Auto. It was a rebuilt engine done by 911 Den in Arkansas. It's a 911 SC cams, PMO carbs at 46 millimeters, KN air filters, sports ignition, sports sax clutch, light sports flywheel, SSI headers and heat exchangers, Dask Sport exhaust, Wevo Sport Classic short shift kit, Momo Black Edition steering wheel, comes with a ducktail, the original flat black engine deck lid, and the factory option speed tail. Those were what was wrapped up inside my garage. And they're also painted to match at the same time. It has SC flare stands out nicely on the SC flares stand out nice on the G-body. All machine work and head work done by Ren Sport Porsche Racing. All rotors, calipers, pads, wheel bearings have been rebuilt or replaced. All oil coolers replaced and all oil cooling lines and thermostats replaced and upgraded. All suspension, including sway bars, control arms, CV axles, tie rods have been upgraded and replaced by DeSoto Euro Works. New fuel pump, Targa top has been restored and in great shape. Car will be professionally polished and ceramic coated, which it has been. And then, yeah, there's been a ton done on this car. The majority of what I just read, I don't completely understand. I know I claim to be a car guy and I should understand better, but I went and took it for a drive, and for being a 1976 Porsche, this car just freaking rips. It's stick shift, it's so fun, and this summer I'm so excited to take Jess out, take the top off, and go and enjoy a drive. So it is gonna be a blast of a car. And now I feel like I have all of the different experiences. Now my other blue 911, I bought that with my dad. So he came to me and said, Chandler, I really want this car. Will you go in on it 50-50 with me? And since then, it hasn't been over here and I don't drive it a whole lot. I have to give my dad a hard time because I own 50%, but he drives it most of the time. We'll show a clip of that. That is also a really fun manual car. Obviously not the hot rod that this is, it's also a newer car. But between the electric Taycan, the Turbo S, And this, I feel like there's a different driving experience depending on what you're wanting. When it comes to speed, acceleration, taking something out on the track, the Turbo S is phenomenal. It's also a phenomenal daily. The Taycan just has a nice, smooth, fun, but very fast electric feel. And then this car, if you're just going out for a drive and you want to hit some corners with a very analog feel, it has been really, really fun. So I don't want to talk much longer. Also, though, we are going to be putting out the shop video probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. This part, spoiler, you've already seen it. We'll probably bring over the blue one when we do the shop video, but the remainder of the shop turned out so stinking cool, and I'm really excited to share it with you guys. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm also gonna have to figure out how to plug it in because, like I said, we've got 7 different major projects we've been working on that I really want to get done. I've just been so busy with other things that we haven't been able to make those videos yet. So I know you want to go and go on a little drive in this, so we're gonna take you for a little spin. All right, guys, we're gonna take it for a little spin. I want you to see this. I don't want to use the word archaic. Maybe classic is a better word for everything going on. And it is so cool. It's just such a cool experience to be driving a car that was built forever ago that has the feel that this has. And I never thought I would be like a classic car guy. And I still, don't get me wrong, love the new Porsches. But this experience is really, really cool. And once we get it warmed up, we're gonna show you what this thing can do, and it is beyond impressive. But one little shout out I wanted to give, Matthew that sold this to me is such a great human. He spent so much time explaining the car to me, and even at one point when I was trying to make the decision, I was like, hey, what other cars, would you consider if you know what I'm looking for? And he just broke down every model of Porsche to ever exist and pros and cons, and really cool experience. When I went to pick up the car, I had my kids, and he's also a collector of Hot Wheels. And so you can see he gave us this one that's supposed to match this car, and then a bunch of other cool stuff. He's got the book of receipts and of everything that he spent on the car. And so just a really, really cool experience. Now you're gonna have to forgive me because my my stick shift skills are a little rusty, but we're gonna do the best we can do. So also, and I'm going to show the footage now, but when he redid the engine, he decided he wanted this to be a show car, and it's actually won some competitions, which is really, really cool. But he painted the entire engine to match. He got, ooh, bump. You feel it in this thing. And he got matching spark plugs and just really, really cool. So we're going to show you some footage of the engine. But guys, there's just nothing cooler than being in one of these cars and feeling that analog feel. And I know I've heard other Porsche guys talk about it, and I wasn't sure about the hype, but really, really cool experience, really fun to drive, really cool to just feel every part of the road, and a little bit just feel like you're in a wild animal that's been here a really long time. I mean, this car, at least most of the parts of it, have been around a lot longer than I have. And to see, one, where technology's come with the new Porsches, but two, how impressive this was way back when. Just really, really fun, cool stuff. So I've talked too much. Let's just go and see what this thing can do. Also, I headed in towards the city. I need to turn around and go the right way. Cold day, so I want to be gentle with her for a little bit longer, make sure we're up to temp. He told me I want to wait, I think it was till 160 temp before I'm too crazy with it. So we're just gonna take it nice and easy, but there's a country road out here with some curves where we can lean into the experience. The other thing that is neat is I'm grateful I've been working out lately, because with this steering wheel, you really gotta give it some. confident I'm gonna get made fun of in the comments for how rusty my manual ability is. Be a real shame to tear up. Oh, that was not me. Did you see the handling on this thing? Dodged a wreck there. I wish we had the camera forward. That guy just shot out and didn't even see us. It gets hot in here. This car doesn't have AC, and so much of the engine heat ends up in the cab. All right. We're gonna take it slow for a minute so we can catch up on this next car. But it sounds really, really good when you push third and fourth gear. And he was telling me that I'm trying to remember what part it was that makes it sound that cool. You guys are gonna roast me in the comments, but it's like $10,000 on each of them. We'll talk about it more later, I'm sure. But we'll push it a little bit here. Oh, that's fun. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's pretty freaking cool. One more time. That first to second gear, I'm gonna get made fun of. gotta get that dialed, or I'm gonna ruin the clutch. Oh, guys, so I thought the video that we would share with you is some of these corners out there, and those are cool. But I think we're gonna end up, the real place you see the performance is when that car almost ran us over and had to go into oncoming traffic to avoid it. But handling was phenomenal. Acceleration is a blast, especially in third and fourth gear. Man, this really, it's got some guts and such a fun car. All right, guys, I did want to make one little shout out to Matthew, who owns Perfection Detailing LLC. He's actually who I purchased this car from. I'm going to show you this little video. His shop is incredible. He does a phenomenal job at detailing cars, and I'm just extremely grateful that he was able to work out this deal for me. It's really cool to know somebody here locally that's a Porsche fanatic to kind of help get me that much more entrenched in it. But since this was his car, interestingly enough, we had a connection that one of my videographers has done some work for him. And I figured as a thank you to Matthew for all the hard work on this car, we'd share a little bit of cool B-roll of his experience driving the car to wrap up the video. So we're gonna let you guys take a peek at that now, and it's pretty sick. All right, guys, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff. And if you are interested in coming to the event where we're gonna race some phenomenal cars on the track, we'd love to see you there. Again, that's April 13th through 15th. And you can click the link down in the description, or it's on my website to come be surrounded by awesome real estate investors, some phenomenal speakers, and a ton of fun and great food and everything else out in Vegas. So let me know if that's something you'd like to be a part of. If not, like, subscribe. We'll see you in the future videos. Thanks, guys.